And there you go. You go on the road, everybody
Hey,
bubbles. All right, folks, in the news, Dayton Campbell, Dr. Dayton Campbell, who was ousted, is the word, by the People's National Party recently, has been brought back as opposition spokesperson. I'll tell you exactly. He says Dr. Campbell's immediate task is to prepare an implementation program for priority projects across all ministries to be undertaken by the next PNP administration in the first 150 days. So not a spokesperson, as I said, in a particular area. So it's almost like what they call you when you're a minister without portfolio type of thing. So it's almost like he's a spokesperson without portfolio. So I'll tell you again, he's to prepare an implementation program for priority projects across all ministries. So the PNP is saying that when they become the government, then in the first 150 days they will be trying to sort out lots of stuff. Now, he's been given a hard time by some. Some said he's a hypocrite because he went with Mr. Bunting. Mr. Bunting didn't win, and he had some stuff to say about Dr. Phillips. But he's saying, well, it's almost like because I lose, I should have just go sit down and mash up the place. And he says, no, nothing like that. He says it's a democracy. He didn't win, but he's still a part of the People's National Party, and he still has responsibilities, and he still wants to help the country, and I can live with that. So some people are saying, well, no, you can't have the man now and the man call you back and you run come. So you're a hypocrite. I don't agree with that, and I agree with what Dr. Campbell actually said. So let's move on.
All right.
What's the next one?
The next one, actually, talking to Dr. Campbell, if you're listening, we need more capital for the creatives to make films, to develop animation projects. So as a creative, I am coming to you and saying, please put that one out. Yeah. So
I suspect that
identify
some of the
that.
things,
Yes. All right. So hear this now. Speaking at the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, has revealed that there are 989 cases currently before the court. Of that number, she said there are 551 murder cases, while 303 account for sexual offenses, right? She also continues to alert us that with witness absence, cited as the key cause behind the prosecution's cases crumbling, she has called for the ramping up of a campaign to get more inmates to plea bargain, a win-win for the individual and the state. According to Llewellyn, the relevant section of the plea negotiations and agreement was first utilized in the trial of Tesha Miller, who was last month found guilty of accessory before and after the fact to the 2008 murder of Douglas Chambers, former chairman of the Jamaica Urban Transit Company. Now, Section 20 of the Act states, a convicted person who is serving a sentence and wishes to assist the prosecutor may enter into post-sentence negotiations and agreements with a view to a reduction in sentence or other benefit. During the Miller trial, basically Miller entered into a plea deal with the prosecution that saw a reduction of his sentence to a fixed term of 10 years. Director of Public Prosecutions is urging the inmates to be aware and urging those who have access to the current inmates to know what the act is so that we can, process these cases. But there is a plea, negotiations, and agreement, and we know that some of the inmates are watching right now. You can take that up, all right? Speak to your correction officer, and let's see if we can clear some of these cases. And there you go. Convicted person serving a sentence who wants to assist the prosecutor can enter into a post-sentence negotiation and agreement. There you go.
Final one this morning. Iran fired 22 missiles between 1:45 and 2:45 in the morning at two Iraqi bases housing U.S. troops. That happened this morning. Well, yesterday morning would be this morning for us. The President of the United States, he later, after the missiles, he tweeted, "All is well. Missiles launched from Iran at 2 military bases located in Iraq. Assessment of casualties and damages taking place now. So far, so good." He says we have the most powerful and well-equipped military anywhere in the world, by far. And he says he would be speaking sometime today. I suspect everybody knows why that happened. That's in retaliation to the killing of General Soleimani, who some people are suggesting that probably shouldn't have been taken out. It is said that a couple other presidents decided that it would be safer to leave him alive. But Donald Trump said, not into that. We're going to
what a funeral. Look, millions of people turned up.
And a number of people died because there was a stampede at the funeral. Apparently he's like a rock star in Iraq, and really
top Iranian general.
Yep. So people were very, very upset about what happened. But let's pray that no more lives anywhere in the world will be lost because of this. Some people say World War III, but I liked what I heard from the Iranian foreign minister when he said they will respond, but they will respond appropriately, which would suggest that you kill a general when we go and kill a general type of thing, which is what I get from it. Donald Trump said he would go at some cultural sites, and people are saying, well, no, the war crimes say you can't do that. In other words, a soldier can't shoot you, he just decide to come shoot everybody, So this is what Iran is saying, that they're going like for like type of thing. But as I said, 22 missiles, and we haven't heard of any casualties, which is great news. All right?